I found the notes of a man who spent his entire life.
Paranormal phenomena interests Cynthia, my intern. Take this up with her.
Okay. Sheila, die Tänzewelt ist auf Hensels Seite.
I know this, Witcher, but it's no cause for concern. Sheila...
Das kennen wir schon. Dann reden wir nochmal eben mit Cynthia. Angeblich interessiert sich die wilde Jagd.
Very interesting phenomenon. Like all mysterious things.
Willing to share what you know?
Well, I would be. Provided you found the notes of Morton Collis first. He devoted almost his entire life to researching the hunt. We could go into detail if you had his scribblings.
I found Morton Collis's notes.
So, let's see what you've learned.
Well, there are a few documented facts, but Collis notes the existence of plenty of myths and legends.
Very true. Where shall we start, then?
Was ist mit der Richtung der wilden Jagd?
First and foremost, Collis studied the hunt's movement.
Oh, it's well known that the wild hunt moves north to south, never in the opposite direction.
That's what I remember, and Collis's research confirms it. I'm just having trouble understanding why that is.
The retinue's trajectory brings it into our world at the North Pole. Thus, once here, the wraiths can only move south.
Wann erscheint die Jagd?
Collis claims the hunt's appearance can be predicted by observing the Orcan Nebula.
And eclipses affect how often it appears. In any case, it arrives on the winter solstice, though not necessarily every year.
Collis calculated that the hunt slips into our world in those years when the nebula is in the eastern sky.
Was wollen Sie?
When I pursued the hunt, I passed through many abandoned villages.
Well, the wild hunt abducts young people.
What for?
The wraiths might need workers, warriors, or meat.
Collis seems to favor the slave theory.
Was denken die Zauberin darüber?
What's the sorceress's take on the hunt?
The topic makes them uneasy. Since the Council and Conclave banned the use of mind spells, the wild hunt has been a taboo topic.
There's some link between mental spells and the cavalcade?
Both addle the brain. Anyone who has come in contact with the wild hunt has experienced mental instability that either takes the form of insanity or amnesia.
Amnesie.
You see, the wraiths emit a magnetic field that severely distorts perception and impedes brain functions.
Wir kamen also sehr nah mit ihr in Kontakt und das wissen wir ja noch als The Witcher 1.
People say the hunt's appearance is an omen of war.
In our times, wars are so frequent, we might even consider flights of honking geese as their harbinger. The hunt traverses our world in winter. Wars usually break out in spring, but only because rulers wish their soldiers to die in battle, rather than of cold.
Fassen wir
Let's
zusammen.
summarize.
Based on his observations and calculations of the wild hunt's movements, Collis arrived at two equally important conclusions. The first was that the hunt is made up of knights who perished in various worlds and have reconvened as a retinue of vengeance. His second hypothesis states that an unknown, extremely powerful force multiplies wraiths, whose task is to travel between worlds in search of slaves. Both theories seem probable.
Each time someone runs into the hunt, the wraith's magnetic field causes their mind to descend into chaos. By inference, another meeting with the hunt and its field should reverse the effects of the first.
Perhaps. Someone who lost their memory or their mind on their first meeting with the hunt could recover either on the second meeting. But I'm afraid that's unproved. Anyone who has managed to escape the wraiths would rather die than meet them again.
So, you can lose or recover your memory by meeting the wild hunt.
Do you know something I don't?
I have amnesia, but my memory's been coming back since a certain event.
Since when?
Since I killed a specter, the king of the wild hunt.
Genau. Und das haben wir eben getan am Ende von The Witcher 1. Gut, dann haben wir jetzt einige neue Informationen erhalten, die interessant sind. Wir wissen ja im Grunde schon durch den Untertitel von The Witcher 3, dass die wilde Jagd definitiv noch eine große Rolle spielen wird. The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt heißt es und dieses Phänomen wird uns demnach auch noch das ganze Spiel über begleiten und dann vielleicht im dritten Teil aufgelöst. Schön wäre es ja.
You wanted to discuss something?
Das möchte ich. Schön, dass du immer wieder das Gleiche sagst. Ich habe einen Traum gefunden und er gibt mir einen Namen.
I found a stolen dream.
Excellent. That should do nicely.
Schön.
You wanted to...
Ich habe das beantwortet.
I've got Triss's bandana.
Have you learned anything?
Triss was here. Letho forced her to teleport.
Why would he? There are easier ways to travel.
Two of Letho's comrades probably... When it
Das kennen wir
became
auch
evident
schon.
in Flotsam that the Kingslayer wanted to dispose of your...
Das
he could
kennen wir
only
auch
do
schon.
that.
I
Das
assumed
war-
that Triss wanted to teleport to me, but
Siehst
she
du den
missed the
Schluchten der
mark.
Nördlichen-
Letho left her in a gully, wounded. He probably thought that she'd diversify.
Ja,
What
ja.
about Triss?
She escaped from the troll. Everything suggests she's somewhere in the area.
Aber wo?
I can assure you she is not in Vergen.
She has to be here. Locate her.
I'll try, but it will take some time. Have you learned anything else?
Sheila hat befohlen, Leto und Triss zu töten.
Sheila ordered Letho and Triss killed.
I can't believe that.
Believe it. I ran into some mercenaries she enlisted to kill Letho and anyone found with him.
She must have meant the other Kingslayers. Are you sure she knew Triss was with him?
Are you so sure of Sheila? There was something going on between her and Triss. I sensed a lot of tension.
A misunderstanding.
Maybe. Let's find Triss and clear everything up.
I need some time. What's going on out there?
Man hört überhaupt nichts, aber da ist irgendwas los.
What's going on?
The peasants want to take pitchforks to King Demawend's son.
Why?
The Dragon Slayer's servant is spreading rumors that Stennis poisoned Saskia. The commoners are in an uproar. They want to dispense justice.
Where's the prince?
Barricaded himself in his room, guarded by nobles. For the moment, the peasants are still respectful, but they are feverish. A fight is inevitable. Help us out. The situation is dire. I'm going to inform the other nobles.
Das sollten wir definitiv machen. Das war nur eine Frage der Zeit.
Dogs growl at cats. Cats hiss at the dogs. A noble's a wolf to a peasant.
Forget those animalistic similes and take care of it. I'll try to locate Triss. And should anything happen to Prince Stennis, remember, we need his blood.
I remember.
Vielleicht sollten wir gerade deswegen dafür sorgen, dass Dennis irgendwas passiert. Ich meine, ich kann ja den Typ sowieso nicht leiden. Das habe ich ja schon mal ganz deutlich gemacht. Aber Selbstjustiz seitens der Bauern sollten wir dann schon irgendwie vermeiden. Wir wollen ja im Grunde die Streitkräfte Vergens nicht schwächen. Und das werden wir in diesem Fall tun. So, wir werden jetzt Magiesinn skillen. Schaltet das Heliotrop-Zeichen frei, wenn die Adrenalinanzeige voll ist. Also wir haben auch hier die Möglichkeit, Adrenalin eben zu generieren und dann das 6. Hexerzeichen zu benutzen. Das im Grunde auch diese Finishing Moves ermöglicht, soweit ich weiß. Oder war das dieses... Ich weiß gar nicht mehr, was genau das war. Ach nee, ich glaube, das war Bullet Time. War das nicht Bullet Time? Ach, wir werden das ja gleich sehen. Auf jeden Fall gehen wir jetzt hier zum Ort des Geschehens und werden Zeuge.
The commoners claim it's our prince's doing.
Such judgment is above their station. I believe it's Henselt's provocation. He wants to drive a wedge between us.
Natürlich will er das.
Serfs and lords will never be on the same side.
Humans only care how their asses rise as their stations do.
They're playing into Henselt's hands. If they start at each other's throats, we'll have to face the entire might of Kedwin alone.
Ich weiß nicht, wen ich zuhören soll.
Can't mix water with fire.
Ja, passiert was, yeah.
Geralt,
Rittersporn.
good to see you.
The commoners claim Stennis is involved in Saskia's poisoning. They're looking to slaughter him.
Treibt sie denn keine auseinander?
Nobody to keep things peaceful.
Scalen Burden and his dwarves are trying to contain the mob, but they're badly outnumbered.
The plebs will yell a lot, beat someone up, and go home. As peasants do.
That'd be foolish. They're not serfs anymore. The days of them humbly sowing and reaping are gone.
Looks like things are getting nasty.
Nicht gut.
Hear me! What do you want? I'm Scalen Burden. I keep order in Vergen.
Or doing a nice job then? Where was you when they poisoned Saskia?
Give us the prince! Get the flails!
Stop!
K-Iorweth.
Squirrels! Everyone who wants to leave this yard in one piece, keep your hands off your weapons. I don't care if you're a serf or a lord. I'll kill you all if need be.
What's going on?
The servant carrying wine during the feast said that Prince Stennis and Olcan poisoned Saskia. We want justice!
You want revenge. It's not the same thing.
We don't care. Saskia's fallen as if dead, while the poisoning prince and noble lords rush to herd us onto the field and sell us to Henselt. We won't let them!
You lie, Colton. Nobody's being sold out. The poisoner must be caught and tried by law.
Your law? What then? He'll pay a fine and get spanked on his ass? We'll spank him all right, with an axe to the throat.
Where's this servant?
Safe. The Squirt'll keep an eye on him.
Why is the prince hiding in his house if he's innocent?
Enough! I'll shoot the first to reach for a weapon. Then heads will start falling.
There's more of us. You can't kill every...
Then you'll be first. Now back off!
Ich mag es, wie durchgreift.
We need to act quickly.
Hast du einen Plan?
What's your plan?
I'll frighten them a little. Bleed them if need be. I'll buy you some time, but be swift. I can't hold them off for long. Question the peasants and the nobles, and talk to the dwarves. Maybe you can get to meet Stennis.
Even if he's guilty, I'm sure he's prepared a suitable story.
You'll know how to sort the sheep from the goats. Also, find the servant who started talking so suddenly. You won't have time to talk to everyone, though, that's for sure.
Okay, ich habe nicht viel Zeit, also mit wem sprechen wir? Gustav, also dieser Gustav hat irgendwas zu sagen, reden wir mal mit dem.
We of noble birth always had to protect the plebs from their own stupidity. If not for us, the world...
I don't have time to listen to songs praising the nobility.
Weißt du etwas über den Anschlag auf
Know anything
Saskia?
about the attempt on Saskia's life?
No, I don't. But whatever the truth, the mob cannot lynch one of royal blood.
So truth means nothing to you. That's what makes us different.
I didn't say I don't care about truth. Just keep in mind there's a world order that mustn't be destroyed.
An order that allows injustice.
If the prince turns out to be involved in this attempted murder, he should face a tribunal. The rabble doesn't understand the principles ruling the world.
Or they do understand them and simply don't like them.
Saskia is a wise woman, but there's one thing she doesn't take into consideration. This war will be over one day. Who will sow the crops and milk the cows then? Saskia called the serfs to arms. Do you think they'll want to plough fields again?
You may be right, but it's certainly not my business who'll plough your fields. Farewell.
Toll, der hatte nichts Sinnvolles zu sagen. Dann kümmere ich mich um diesen... Diener, der ja im Grunde in Sicherheit bei den Squirt'll sein müsste. Also nehme ich an, dass er hier unten bei K-Iorweth ist. Okay, also angeblich sollen Olcan und Stennis Saskia vergiftet haben. Hat also vielleicht das, was Olcan, wir haben ja Olcans Quittung aufgenommen bei Thorak. Olcans Quittung bei Thorak über einen Gegenstand, also bestellte Ware. Und hier steht nichts Genaueres. Hat dieser Gegenstand, den Olcan hat anfertigen lassen bei Thorak, also irgendwas mit der Vergiftung von Saskia zu tun? Wir sollten diese Sache auf...
Only Philippa Eilhart may enter.
Only Philippa Eilhart may enter.
Ich habe ja angeblich nicht viel Zeit, aber... Ich glaube, das bezieht sich nur auf die Anzahl der Parteien, die man ansprechen kann und nicht auf eine tatsächliche Zeit, die irgendwie abläuft. Also... Who the fuck cares? So, und wo ist der jetzt?
The leader, though clad like a soldier, bla bla bla.
Laber keine Scheiße, Junge. Ich will wissen, wo der Typ ist. Oder war der da oben und ich habe ihn irgendwie übersehen? Dylan.
Greetings.
Mann, warum?
Bla bla bla.
Aha, könnt ihr auch was anderes sagen? Irgendwelche anderen Erzeugnisse, die aus euren Mündern kommen. Hier sind auch keine! Vielleicht hier. Toll. Dann bin ich an dem vorbeigelaufen. Da muss der da oben irgendwo gewesen sein. Mann, ich hasse das.
Don't try anything.
Aber K-Iorweth hat doch gesagt, er ist bei den Scoia'tael in Sicherheit und die Scoia'tael wohnen da. Ich meine, wenn er da direkt bei den anderen wäre, dann wäre er doch nicht in Sicherheit. Dann könnte man ihn genauso gut abstechen und dann wäre er nicht in Sicherheit. Naja, dieses Video ist gleich sowieso vorbei. Vielleicht schaffe ich es noch wieder zurück. Ich weiß gar nicht, wo ich hinlaufe. Hühner! Rollin, rollin, rollin. Ja, mit wem rede ich denn dann noch? Mit denen will ich nicht reden.
Serfs and lords will never be on the same side.
Ich würde ja gerne mit Stennis reden irgendwie.
Greetings, Gwynblade.
Okay, das bringt mir nichts. Mit den Zwergen.
Why not? I'm Ogden, a founder. I cast mugs, plates, chalices. You need any, Witcher?
No thanks. The tableware in the council chamber
Das
is your
Geschirr.
handiwork.
It is. Made it back in Mayor Farragut's time. Since then, each and every goblet has hit the floor dozens of times, and what happened? Nothing, because they're steel. My goblets are indestructible, impervious to both the fury of sovereigns and servants who are all thumbs.
Saskia's chalice was new.
Aye, it was. Back in Mayor Farragut's day, a venture Saskia was no more than an itch in her dad's britches.
Was war das für ein Kelch?
Was the order for a normal goblet?
Not a chance. It was supposed to be a gift. I ornamented it richly, even on the inside. Not terribly practical, that, as it's hard to get clean. Some scum is bound to remain. But I wanted it looking downright regal, worthy of our Saskia.
The other chalices were not ornamented on the inside?
Course not.
Könnten zwei solche Kelche hergestellt worden sein. Denkt ihr, der Fürst wäre zu
Who
etwas
ordered the
fähig?
goblet from you?
That goblet was a gift. A way for the folk of Vergen to pay tribute to Saskia. I got the honor of casting and presenting it to a lovely leader. The lass liked it so much, she's not used any other vessel since she received it.
Any chance there could have been two identical goblets?
Why, there's no craftsman that comes close to me in Vergen.
Could someone have tried to copy your handiwork?
Ha! I know of one who's been trying for years, but he's a fumbler, a screw-up. He's not produced one decent vessel. They all look like the work of a drunken elf. Thorax, his name.
Thorak. Als hätten wir es nicht geahnt. Das heißt, dass tatsächlich Olkan und Stennis möglicherweise dahinter stecken und Thorak beauftragt haben, einen Kelch anzufertigen, der dem von diesem Zwergenschmied nahe kommt, um im Grunde Saskia vergiften zu können. Wie wir gerade erfahren haben, hat sie immer aus dem Kelch getrunken und vielleicht wären ihr diese Unstimmigkeiten gar nicht mehr aufgefallen, weil sie nicht mehr darauf geachtet hat.
See you at the inn. We'll grab a beer.
Okay, das war sehr aufschlussreich. So, ich soll mir also die Angelegenheit mit dem Kelch genauer angucken. Wir sind schon wieder eine Stufe aufgestiegen. Finden wir den Kelch hier eigentlich noch, sag mal? Ach, wir haben den Quest schon abgeschlossen, weil wir Baltimore's Quest schon abgeschlossen haben. Also der verdächtige Thorak wäre jetzt im Grunde als Quest gekommen, aber da wir das schon gemacht haben... Wo ist denn das? Hier. Handwerkliches Erzeugnis, Olkan hat die Bestätigung dafür angefertigt, jo. Dann haben wir das ja. Ich werde jetzt noch einmal hier eine Stufe aufsteigen. Machtkontrolle, Zeichenschaden plus 3, alle Resistenzen plus 20%, Erzeugung von Adrenalin bei Einsatz von Zeichen plus 10%. Das klingt auch gut. Jo, und damit schließen wir jetzt erstmal die Aufnahmesession ab. Beim nächsten Mal gibt es weitere Enthüllungen und wir werden endgültig herausfinden, ob Stannis hinter all dem steckt. Bis zum nächsten Mal.